today I'm going to be installing the brace. I'm going to do a through brace. It's not technically a through brace. It's actually going to butt up against the ledge, the middle ledge on both sides. This door here is part of 2 doors. So there's 2 doors. Hello, over there as well, in the short feed. Now, so I've got to make another one of these doors as well. So there's 2 of them I've got to build. But the other one has a pedestrian door in it, which complicates matters somewhat because of where the actual ledges are going to go. And it just makes things a bit more awkward. But there you go, that's what the customer wants, isn't it? So let's turn that volume right down. It's better. We're also going to make a little jig as well, because I do like jigs, yeah. Partly because I can't find the other one. And the jig is what I use to mark this angle on the brace, just here. I've got you over there, you over there. Oh, blimey, I've got an audience. Let's move this saw and stool out of the way. Sawhorse, there you go, over there you go. So, what I'm going to use to make my marking gauge for this ledge is literally these 2 blocks of wood that I've got here. 1 block here and 1 block here. And they're just offcuts from the ledges. And I'm going to use them to make this gauge. So that's really my first thing that could be, or it don't have to be. I could actually finish off. I'll tell you what, we're going to do this bit in a moment. But first of all, we're going to prepare the ledge. Also got some more plugs to go in the actual rails. Now, yesterday I was live, but I had a bit of a problem. Why it wasn't charging? It is now. Good in the short feed. So I thought, I'll go wide as well. Then they get my belly in. Then you can't. Yeah, you can. So I'm just going to put you onto the overhead camera as well on the wide. There's a horizontal feed at the moment, and we've got the short feed running as well. So if you want the overhead camera, those in the short feed have to feed come into the wide feed, the horizontal feed. Oh God, it's getting complicated. The only thing is the audio might not be quite as clear in the horizontal feed, quite the normal feed, because I'm having to use this microphone, which I'm about to flick. Yeah, just flicked it, okay? You got headphones on? Huh? No? So, okay, I'll cut some plugs ready for this one here. I will be cutting more plugs probably for that there. I've already mixed my glue. La da 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 da. Oh, blimey, what did you see? Hey, Richard Black Dog, hello, my friend. Oh, thank you. Not forgotten the parcel markers. Food. Oh, crikey. Oh, blimey. Oh, sorry about that, mate. Oh, cheers, buddy. Audio issue. Okay. Audio technical problem. Is it really bad? All right, let me have a look. Where are we picking the audio up from? That's the question, isn't it? Let's have a look. Bear with me. I'm just checking device. Okay, how's that one? Is that better? I've just changed the audio over to the microphone. It should be better, hopefully. I imagine you were picking up the audio from the actual computer itself, which wouldn't have been very good. No. It had been diabolical. So hopefully the audio's okay. And how's the audio now? Is that better? It's in the horizontal feed. That's good now. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Well, all it was, I had the wrong sound card. Yeah, connected to the actual OBS software that we're using. So I've got some plugs. I've already put a load in because when my battery ran out when I was live yesterday, I just I started putting the plugs in as well. But that was had to put it went a bit kaput because my battery wasn't charging on my phone on the short feed. No. So, hello there in the short feed. I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. Blimey. I'm just popping my plugs. That I am. Yeah, popping my plugs. You got to pop your plugs that you have. Right, so. It's quite hard. I've got to think about two sets of people, 2 chats. But I suppose it's 2 videos at the end of this, isn't it? So, like I say, in this video, we're going to be installing the brace, but also finishing off really and doing the arises. So we'll be using our router going around and making it all nice and pretty. I've got to do the breadboard end on this end of the actual shutter as well. I don't know if those can see that. I'm just going to move you. Okay, there you go. I'm moving you. Yeah, just here. This is my breadboard. There's going to be a breadboard end on here. And so that's got to be trimmed off. Nice and straight, obviously. And then there'll be another piece of wood go effectively across here. But you've got to do that in a certain way. Otherwise, if you restrict the movement, so you've got to be careful. So back we go. Okay, got my plugs. I want my mallet. Oh, I got my forehammer. I'll use that for my plugs. I like my forehammer. Forehammer. Oh, my Odin's bed. Right, glue. Where's my glue? I did mix them up. Yes, I have. Good. Does it need a bit more? A bit more mixing and a tad more water in that. Luckily, at the moment, when I mix my old glue up, what have you, I can pretty much mix up in advance. So if I think I need 3 pots, I'll mix up 3 pots before I start. And because it's a powdered-based glue, so it's Gascamite. And yeah, it's all right now. I've sorted it. I was on the wrong sound card. Thank you, darling. Yeah, so because it's cold, it's not. It's over 10 degrees at the moment. I think I'm looking at we're probably about 15. We are 15 at the moment in here, which is plenty warm enough in the workshop because you're moving about. I don't be all sweating, stinky. No, crikey, ugh. Hard. Right now, normally I have a little tiny piece of wood to poke at me hole. To glue my plugs in. That'll do. Dunk. Whiz it around. Shall I bring you a bit closer over there? You're crikey, miles away. Oh dear me, what am I like? Forgetting about people already. Yeah, maybe those in the overhead view can now say hello to those in the short view. So I'm just going to use a stick really, because that way I can get the glue in the hole and sort of spin it around and it gets around the edge of the hole, not just on one side of it. Because you can just use a spatula and just do that, but it's always on one side, so it's not necessarily you're not going to seal the hole, are you? Within reasons. I found out the holes were a little bit slightly oversized, only fractionally for the plugs that I got, and I think it's because I had to do the counterbore so deep, you get like the movement on your drill and what have you, as you try and as you try to bore the holes. And also I cut these plugs out of coarse old pine, which isn't the best. No. That's one. Oh, keep the grain in line. Oh yeah, that's if I'm worried about that on this job. It's a barn door. The fact they're getting their screws plugged, they should think themselves lucky. Yeah. I don't want to see all the screws. Nothing help it. I just think it looks untidy. Looks like you don't care. That's my point of view anyway. Yeah, depends what bothers you, doesn't it? So whack my plugs in there. Yeah, thanks Black Dog for the super chat. Much appreciated, mate. Oh crikey. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to save up at the moment, to be honest. I want to get some decent cams for in here. That's what I want to do. There's a couple of options. One is to carry on with the OBS software for the multiple cameras and have a much faster machine, PC. Or there's 3 options actually, that or an ATM Mini, which is like a streaming device. So you plug all your cameras into this particular type of streaming device, and it's they work really well. Or I think it's LG do. Oh, not LG. Logitech do a specific sort of like a whole. Well, it's like me. I think they make cameras called Mimo or something, and they're apparently very good. I don't know if they connect to it's its own ecosystem, so I don't know if they connect to anything like OBS, which might be a bit of a pain. I'm sure they thought it through. I would hope. Where's my sander? Oh, here's one. Here's one I found earlier. That'll do. I'll use the air sander because it's less dusty. And just sand off the plugs. Before I do that though, I'm just gonna not on these ones over here that are wet. I should really leave them, but I want to be able to run the rotor around, and they're going to get in the way, aren't they? Of the rotor, so I need to just flatten them off. camera moved. It has. That's annoying. Let's put it over here. There we go. What's going on with that? That's strange. Oh, I know it's going to be back forwards, isn't I? A minute ago. I don't go mad at the moment, the sound. I will be doing that later. Because at the end of the day, I might get marks on from like the bottom of the router that I'm going to use. So, okay, library, cheers, buddy. So for the tree, El Nino. Oh, nice one, mate. Cheers. Oh, I think I've already made you sign, haven't I, for your tree? Whoa. Hello, Rick. No sound. Is there sound in the horizontal feed? No sound. There should be sound. Let me just check my OBS. I've got sound this end. Is it because I was turned up a bit, I suppose? A bit higher, ba 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 ba. Right. It says I've got sound there. Let me just check. Oh, this is tricky. It is. It's tricky. Is that one there? No, it's that one there. Let's have a look. This is tricky. Oh, there's sound. Right. Ideally, I'd have 2 radio mics, I suppose. Could I do that? No, that wouldn't work. I tried that before. Didn't want to know. I have got another radio mic I can use. So hello there. Oh, Joe, lift your boat. Hello there. Oh, so I am. You didn't know this dude's actually a woman. Oh, God, there we go again. That's just silly. I'm actually a woman, am I? Ready? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I just fell asleep at that point. There you go. I don't know how I managed to get impregnate the missus. Got 6 kids. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Some people, eh? There's no helping some people, you know. That are in. No. Right, I hope that sound is okay. It's probably a bit echoey on the horizontal feed. I need to find a better way of doing that. Oh, hang on. I have got another. I could try this. I have got another radio mic. That might work. I think this one might. So let's plug it in. Let's see what happens. Right, that goes onto there, out, let's turn that on. See, another radio mic here, you see, that one. And it's got to wear 2, crikey. Who's that? You won't connect there.
Oh, I've got both. Well, why is that one only showing your barn door?
Because it's overhead camera at the minute.
Oh, right, okay.
I can swap from one to the other.
Oh, right, because that's a bit boring, because all you can see is overhead camera when you're doing stuff and you can't see what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I know.
That one,
Caroline, Caroline, do you know what I need? I need more cameras. And I need a system that allows me to do multiple cameras. Do you realise how much that's going to cost?
No, but I'm just saying all you can see on that one is the door.
Well, because I'm working on it. I've heard you see.
Yeah, but you can't see your hands working on it.
You should be able to now. Because that's where I'm working, there. Oh. Okay, I understand. I'll try and do better. I've been told.
Yeah, just make sure they can see your hands.
Okay, I'm just going to try. I'm trying to improve the audio at the moment. If I find a hole, I need to find me a hole. There should be a hole there somewhere. Oh, crikey, it ain't going to work, is it, on there? Because the hole's blocked. Oh, this is complicated. Right, ain't going to work on that. No, I'm going to carry on as I am. Sorry about that. Right. Oh. Maybe I should have just done one feed. Maybe I should have just done that. It might have made more sense, mightn't it? Right, anyway. Got told I did. She told me off. There's solutions though. There's solutions, but they all cost that, you know. They all cost money. Money. I ain't got. So I'll go out with the ledges. So we're going to use the Makita router. This one over here. This particular Makita router is about 1800 watt. These are really good routers. These are. It's the 36162C, and it's I fitted this different sort of collar on here. I don't know if you can see that on there. And that collar there, it has, it's a bit of massive upgrade that, and it has like an Allen key arrangement. Makes it so much easier. Because you're not having to work with spanners, are you? You know, you've got to lock the spindle or anything like that, you don't need to. And I have my cutter. Where's my cutter? Oh, I know where my cutter is. It's where it's supposed to be. Right. I say it's where it's supposed to be, it's not there. Oh, blimey, what have I done with the cutter? I had it in my hands. I obviously put it down somewhere. Oh, crikey, Marcus, I'm getting from bad from worse, I am. Right. I'm just looking for my chamfer bit. And I literally had it in my hands. Is it hiding? Is it hiding there? No. Is it over there? No. How can that go missing? Oh, blimey! And my dog's whining now. What on earth did I do with it? I was going to sharpen it, that's what I was going to do. Come on, bit Wally, then, if you must. Where are you? You right here? Nope. It's my dog now, he's whining at the door. You there? Come on then, pest. Oh, crikey, what have I done with it? I had it in my hand. I obviously put it down somewhere. Did I put it back into a cabinet? No. Oh, this isn't a good sign, is it? I'll tell you what, we'll do the other bit first then. Until I find it. Because it's here somewhere. It's probably right in front of my nose. Right, so anyway, what we'll do is then we'll make the guide, the little gauge, like a marking gauge for doing your ledges. Now, I've made these before, and I've got one here already that I use on smaller work, but the thing is, you see, it's not really tall enough for this particular size. So what we'll do is we'll make these. That camera froze, is it? No, it hasn't. That's good. So what I'm going to do, I'll trim these to size first. I'm just going to whip that off over here. I'll cut the end off that one. We'll do the same. They've got to be both the same length. So. It's such a simple little thing, this is. They work so well. So we've got our two blocks. Effectively, they become the fence. Yeah? At the moment, it's too tall. So it's about there. So that's good. About there. Alright? I want enough space in between them, because sometimes when you're doing these ledges, okay, they might be wider or different angles. So if I thought, I'll just put it there because that's what it is on this one. When it comes to the next one, I might be at more of a steep angle, which means I need more space in between. So, you know, we need to make it a little bit longer, like so. See, the thing is, you see, this side here, on this fence here, in fact, this area here, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to mimic this side of this ledge to the top of this actual brace, and then that gives me my marking gauge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of wood across top there, basically. You can use a rule if you wanted to. Or how about a piece, that might be even better. A piece of mullion, you could even put that across there if you wanted to. Anything, really. But I'm just going to use a piece of whatever I've got kicking about here. Oh, that'll probably do it. So I want wide enough at that point. I don't want this any wider than the width of this. So what I'm just going to do is just going to cut this on the table saw, the same width as that. Oh dear. Blimey, might be a snuff. I'll just go over to the table saw, those who are in the overhead feed at the moment. It's a lot lower. Alright, I'm just bringing the blade a little bit lower. Oh, I suppose what I could do, I could put you in the other camera. I'm multitasking, that's what I'm doing. Right. There you go. I'll spin that one around. So I'm just going to rip that to width on the old table saw here. Well, you're kind of getting under my feet. Dogs, eh? How wide is that? I'll have to use ordinary push stick, I think. Wally! Oh, he's such a nuisance! See, it's one of the problems with that camera I'm using on the horizontal feed. It's a bit of a pain because it can't seem to cope with the lights and their frequency, the hertz. It's all about the hertz, you see. Yeah. So I'm basically going to fix that on top of here between two of those blocks. Bendy ply that is. I think it was part of a caravan or something. It's got like wallpaper on it. I can't remember where that come from. I've got the two blocks there. They need to be far enough apart so they don't cause any problems. And then that's got to be, I think about that length or two. It's not a bad length. Maybe that's a little bit too much actually. So about there to there. This system works really well though. So if you're doing lots of braces, a little ledge of brace, it really works. Wally, out of the way, boy. I still can't see my route a bit. Found it! Man, what I did with it now, I was soaking the beer, and so I found my route a bit. Yay! There it is. You could glue and screw that on there. I'm just going to just put a couple of screws in it, and that will suffice. So as long as this edge here is exactly the same on that face, on either face, it'll be fine. I think that's way about there. So let's work a screw in there. One back there. Same on the opposite face. There are other ways of doing this. You can literally just use a bevel gauge. You can use a combination screw. And if you're doing just one or two, and not multiple cuts, that probably suffice. But I just find this works so well. La da da da! Screwdriver! Screws! Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Oh, that'll probably do. Well, that'll do. A bit long, but it don't matter. Why is this working? Oh, it's been unplugged. Da, 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 da. Right, get that on there. Got a drill, screwdriver, plug it in. You know what, I was really organised this morning, but I seem to have gone into a bit of a flustered mode. So I feel like I've gone flustered. Right. So all I'm going to do is make sure I've got one edge lined up perfect. I'm not worried about the other edge. Now I might make sure I've got an arrow on there, so I'm always working from the same face. Could just super glue the thing on really. Would do the job. One on there like so. If you use some straight edge long here, you can eye up down the side of the actual ledge itself. But it ain't easy. It's a bit, and if your eyesight isn't that great, it's always better to have something to help you. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that it's got an arrow on it. And when it comes to actually mark this, I can just push pressure down here and push it up against the actual ledge itself. And I can use a knife or a sharp pencil, not a blunt one like that, but a sharp pencil. And I usually use mark knife anyway. And then you can do your marks and then make your cuts. And they should fall pretty well done on. So what I'll do is put it in position. I know which way it's got to go, so I know where the top is, and I know because what you've got to do, you've got to transfer the load from the top corner. Say, for instance, over here, I've got to transfer this load down the actual ledge to a fixed point on the opposite end. But now that I've found my rotor bit, I'm going to do a bit of rote ring. Rote ring, you've got to do your rote ring, because I don't want to do my rote ring when I do my cuts. Because if I do that, I'm at risk of falling off the ends of the cuts. So it makes more sense to actually route the edges up so they're all pretty. Yeah, pretty. Oh, me pretty. And that way you've got less ends to fall off, if it makes any sense. Otherwise you could end up with like a rounded corner and that looks awful. So let's put the bit in the router, which is hard. Right. I need to move that camera up there really. Right, let me just bring it down. I set that to what I want it to be, which is about there. That's good. Now with this router, pretty darn good to be honest. You've got two depth gauges on this. You've got the depth gauge, but then you've also got this limiter here on the top. So this way, if you put this down, it can't accidentally start moving up, which is really important if you're putting grooves in the edge of a piece of board, because then you're less likely to have an error where it starts to shift a little bit. Because maybe this little lever's worked its way loose, or maybe it wasn't gripping as it should, and then that could be a problem. But these it's quite a long router now. This one. They still pretty much make the same things, a little bit more refined. Whether it's as good, I don't know. It's like anything these days, everything seems to deteriorate, doesn't it? It gets less and less durable. So over there, let's get some stuff out of the way. Got to clean off those plugs as well. Now when I do any routering like this, what I do is I always do the ends first because I'd be more I know, Wally! You can come up here and help. There we go. There you go, bench dog. I'm a marker knife, don't you? What are you doing up there, fella? Huh? You helping? Probably not. He's going to pester me for treats. That's what he's doing. He refuses to eat his food because he knows he's going to get treats. All right, fella. I know, my fella boy. Yeah. Your bench dog. He's my bench dog. We need a bench dog on this bench, don't we? We've got one now, but not that kind of bench dog. No. Where are you going? Don't you pee on my tools, will you? You done now, Wally? What are you shaking for? Huh? Hey? There we go. Do you want to get down? You want to get down, or are you okay there? Oh, God. Belly rub now. Come on, fella. There you go. One last treat, all right? He's a little horror. There you go, boy. Right. You're getting sound on both? Cool. Oh, it's back. Okay, it might have been glitch. Marcus juggling cups of water. It's pretty much that at the moment, I'll tell you. I've got 2 feeds on the go. I don't know if it's such a good idea or not. But which one should I stick with? That's the thing. See, how many people have got in this feed at the moment? We've only got 6 in this one at the minute. And how many got in the other one? Not that one. So, yeah, there's not many people here today for some reason. There we go. Multitasking. Yeah, I know. And I've got to do my job. All right? Yeah, it's not easy. No. Anyway, I'm going to do the ends first. I'll just bring you a bit closer over there so you get all scared when the router comes close. Yeah. Right, I've got this one over half. Let's make sure that's in there. Which means I've got to have to bend. Oh, dear. Right. So, bring you over there. Right. Now, like I said a minute ago, I like to do the ends first because I'm taking quite an arrow off there. Oh, so Hoover. I thought I was getting feedback, but it's the missus hoovering in the house. Right. The ends first. Feels a bit sticky, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wax my sole first. Got a waxy sole, haven't you, Wally? So I'm going to whack a bit of wax on there. It's more slippy. Now, so we've got to be tricky on this edge here. You've got potentially going to get breakout, so you've got to take it a bit easy. So what I'll do is go the wrong way. If you look there, you see that. What is it? How are we doing there? I've moved it, but I can't see if I've moved it enough. There we go. I need loads of screens. That's what I need. Loads of screens. Right. So if you look here, I've created a little tiny bit of breakout on the end. And that's why I actually do the ends first, is because of that breakout. I'll show you why in a minute. I'll just do this one over there. Right, same difference. I'll start in the wrong direction first. Because you want to work against the cutter, but I just round it off the corner here a little bit first, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off by doing the long side as well, and that way it'll just, if there's any breakout on this edge, on this corner here, it'll disappear. That's the plan. Is it enough arrows off that? That is, I think it is. So why I was going backwards and forwards is because normally you'd go against the cutter. So if the cutter's rotating clockwise, you want to be going against it. So effectively, if the cutter was going that way, looking down on it, you'd want to travel that way. But if it's going the other way, you want to travel that way. But when you're dealing with pine, oh, hello. When you're dealing with pine, what's happening is the edges will get all fluffy. So then you've got to go back over it again, which is a pain. But there you go. It's just, that's shitty wood for you, isn't it? So this side's not so bad. Actually, it's fine on this side because the grain of the wood is flowing upwards. Effectively, this is all. How do I explain this? Let's make sure. This wood here, this grain, is not straight. It's actually leaving the edge at an angle, just a very slight angle, but it's at an angle. So where you got that angle, and if the blade was cutting in that direction, you'd get the fluff, and that's basically what happened on this side. But at the moment, it's actually cutting in the right direction because it goes that way, right? So effectively, it's stroking the tops of the grain of the wood. Now, but the thing is here, over here, on this side here, it's actually changed direction. We've got the grain here goes up that way, then comes back down again, then back up again. So it stands to reason when I try and route the moulding on here, take the chamfer off here, put the chamfer on there, it'll be fluffier than it is on the other end because the grain's the grain is leaving where it isn't over there. It's not too bad. It's a little bit there. That's not too bad. That's all right. But I'll show you on this side here. It looks a bit fluffy there. Now, if I just bring this over, can't explain my point of view. I'm not very good at this explaining, like. If you see over here, you can see it's not quite so smooth as it is on the opposite face. That's just because where the grain is leaving and then the wood. Sometimes you can't do nothing about that other than just sand it afterwards. Blades can be as sharp as you like, It'll still do that. And yes, you could take less material off, but when you get the final cut, it'll do exactly the same thing again. The other thing is like it's the same difference when you're planing a piece of wood. You see all these boards here. We've got all these boards along here, right? Where the knots are, you're going to have the grain enter and leave because it's going to be going around a lot. The knot. So from one direction, you might be stroking the top of the grain, and but on the other side of the knot, you might be going against the grain. So that's where you get your tear out. And that's the same with the router. Now, I'm looking at, like I say, if I get you a bit closer, you'll be able to see a bit better. Like for instance, here, you can see here. It's a lot rougher. So there's not a lot you can do about it. I'll just sand it really. When you deal with hardwoods though, you get a lot less of that, a lot less problems with hardwoods, I would say. Yes. Let's put you back on the other camera. That one. What was that one? Oh, there we go. It's a bit flickery, isn't it? Why is that so flickery? Bring this down a bit. So it's not quite so high. Does that help? No, it doesn't help. God, these things are useless, aren't they? Right. Right, I go back over here. Right, so I can see what's going on. Let's put that back onto the overhead camera because that looks terrible, that camera does. Right, the overhead one's way better on the other feed. So I've got two feeds going on at the moment, the short feed and the horizontal feed. I'm trying to work out what I'm going to stick with. At the moment, I think it might be the short feed, because for a start I can use the microphone a lot easier, and I can take you with me. Until I can get some better cameras, I thought I'd just give it another go, but I don't think it's working out. Right, so that one's done. So now what I've got to do now is move over to the other ledge, which is the middle ledge, which is over here, and I need to clean off those plugs. Now you could use a little block plane if you like, if you're a bit high and just use a little block plane and get all lovey with your block plane just for the sake of using the block plane. You can get aggressive if you want with a with an angle grinder with a sanding pad in it. Go mental. Just, you know, generally that's what I do. But there'll be clouds of dust everywhere. And then people say, "Where you go mask on?" I say, "I forgot." Yeah. So clean them off. Oh, I am going to be sanding this afterwards. So at the moment, all I want to do is make sure there's no lumps when I run the rotor over. Because there would be otherwise, you see. This is the quickest way to take the edge off your little block plane, because I'm using Cascamite. And Cascamite's quite a hard glue one to go off properly. Oh, you're right down there, Wally. My little Wally, he's sitting near the door, he is. Right now. So I get the block plane's working quite nicely actually. I did just sharpen it, so that's probably going to need sharpening again after I've done this. Those plugs aren't a brilliant fit. Now, the cutter that I used was one I got off Temo. And I have to admit, I think what's happening with the old plug cutter, it's not holding its centre very well. So effectively it's wobbling in the hole. And plus I was drilling quite deep. This one over hard, last one, and then we can... I'm going to fall through enders, that was something stupid like that. No, it's alright. I want to do the next door. I'm actually going to leave this door on. I'll build it on top of it. Because effectively what I've got now is a bigger bench. I think that makes sense. There's a little Stanley 012 block plane. That's alright, it's not the best thing in the world. I don't think there is a good block plane. These are very expensive. You can buy these for about 50 quid, you know. They're not very expensive at all. But I don't think you can get a block plane, a decent one. Well, 150 really. The little Veritas are quite good. That Clifton one would be nicer. Willie Nielsen. The bench dog ones are quite good. The bench dog? No, Wood River. They're good. But you pay for it, you know. I'm not trying to smooth this off or anything like that. All I'm doing is just moving the plugs. So I run the router around. Like I say, normally I'd get the sander. And normally I'd actually sand it as soon as I've done it, because then the dust goes into little nooks and crannies and make it look a bit better. So let's just finish the routing on the ledges. So that one's that way. So what I try and do is make sure I'm keeping it all in frame. Oh, blimey. Multitasking. I'm not built for multitasking. Ask the missus, she knows. I don't know if she is either. Oh dear. La 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 la. Where's my router? It's over there. The problem is when you've got a big door on your bench, you've got to walk away from around it, haven't you? Crikey! These things are sent to try you. Like they are. What was that? Oh, it's my wax. Wax on, wax off. Ooh, over there we go. So I've got to do the end grain first. You've just got to think it through, is what you've got to do. Remember the direction of the cutter. If I'm looking at this particular router, the direction of the cutter is clockwise. You know? And so you've got to think the cutter's going to be cutting in that direction. So you've got to do the best that you can, really. So I've got a little bit of break out there. That's not the end of the world. Let's bring it over that way a bit. Is that camera on? Can I actually make that camera a little bit different? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Configure. Camera control. Oh, it's on zoom. Zoom it out a bit. That might be better. Okay. I actually want to. That's stream camera. I want the other camera. Bench camera. Configure. Is that on zoom? It is. Let's make it wider. Might get more of it in. Okay. Oh God, it looks all warped now. But I'll do. Right. So let's bring this over here. I don't know if you can see there. I've actually got a little bit of breakout on that corner, and then I follow through. Follow through? Yes, follow. Well, don't do it. Don't do it. And then it removes the breakout. It just works. From the other side. Put this over here for the moment. My arms are too short. Right, so that's all the ledges. There's 3 ledges. I just took the Aerosoft one. I took that out, I chamfered the edges on there. And I've got dust everywhere. But don't worry about that at the moment. Let's worry about putting the chamfer on what's going to be the brace. Ah, la 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 la. The problem here is I've got to slide about, right? So what I'm going to do is just grab a couple of rubbers. Yeah, okay. Magnums, there they are, yeah, magnums. There you go. Got to have your magnums. One on that end, and then I'm going to shove one on the other end. All right, basically 2 rubber mats. These are insulation mats for washing machines. Now, like I say, I'm going to put the chamfer on before I actually cut the brace because I don't want to run off the ends. If I run off the end, it can go max. It's going to be cut off anyway at the moment if I do the whole length. I've already cut my angles, I don't really want to round them off, do I? say, for instance, hello, Wally. If, for instance, I didn't have that mat on there, all right? Can you imagine how awkward that's going to be? Because it's going to keep doing that. Keep pushing away. But the mat just enough to grip it. You can use mouse mats, they work. Just got grippy pads. I kind of like this idea, it works really well. If you've got long pieces of wood you've got on the bench, you have one on each end, and then it's not going to slide, is it, for any reason? You still got to be a little bit careful, obviously. Try not to cut the cable. That goes over there. Right, so I've got our chamfers on. So the router, I can just put that away for the minute. So I don't need that for a bit. And I kind of had to put I'm getting a bit messy here. Yes, messy Marcus. Right, I'll put on the floor so I can trip over it later. And then that over there. Don't need that. Over there. Right, got the pencils. So what I don't want is dust getting trapped underneath the brace. So I'm just going to clean it off. Put it in live chat. You right, Wally? Alright, there we go. It is a bit of a multitask. Let's just check the chat on the short feed as well. Below me. Oh, hello! That's my Wally. Yeah. He's patiently waiting for a treat. Oh, below me. What is he like? I'll have a little treat. One of these little ones, mate, because you're going to get fat like that. Yeah. Oh, boy. What are you going to do? Good boy. Oh. Do you like him, do you, boy? Hmm? He's getting old. He's 14 now. There's my Wally. He's been a good buddy, though. Yes. Corn Pop, hello, my friend. This guy's dirty talk. He's giving me wood. Oh, God's sake. Cheers, Lovey. Scrolling up. Hello, Chemix. Hello there. And Shrimp City, love your video, sir. Oh, hey, I'm having a good day. Yeah, I'm a bit flustered today. I think what I'm trying to do, I'm sort of biting off more than I can chew. We're trying to multitask. I don't know if it's such a good idea. You know, trying to do horizontal feed and the vertical feed at the same time. It's not the best plan, I don't think. I think we'll stick with the vertical feed in future until I get decent cameras. One day. Right, it's below me dust. Got below me hole. Right. Awesome. Oh, save me. Gotta save my plugs. I'm blowing my plugs away, I am. Blowing them away. How dare. Well, you're covered in dust now, mate. You're right, my fella. Yeah, I know I said that's the last one, but Mummy don't feed you properly. There you go. I mean, dirty talk. This is a family show, this. Yeah. Bit of resin now, I'm going to have to put a bit of super glue on that. If you haven't got any knotting, but you've got super glue, right? That'll work. Super glue works as knotting solution. Actually, very well indeed. Right, so brace. Got my rubbers. On there. Got me one rubber there. I have. I've got my Allen key for the rotor. Everything should have a place, you know. So in the older place it goes, because it's got a place in there. Yeah. Right. So I made this new one up, partly because I couldn't find my other gauge. Still can't. I'll flip it out. Do you know what? You know when you sort things out and you get tidied up a bit and you lose everything, it seems. Right. Now I'm only working off one face, right? So it's going to be that face. And that's what I'm going to use to mark this ledge. Now, the distance from a ledge, I will use these blocks as a way of marking the distance. So I know I want that back there. And this one, right, I want against that one there. And what you've got to do is you've got to make sure you don't try and drag it over because you'll move the other end because it'll pivot in the middle. So you've got to lift it and move it over. You can't see. Yeah. So you got to lift it, move it over. So I'm just using these as my where I want it to stop. Now I don't want it to go right to the edge, and the reason for that is it'd be too much at an angle. I want it to make sure I'm transferring the load to the bottom hinge. And if it's too much at an angle, what will happen is the actual ledges they won't do anything because you've got to try and push the load, the weight, from this point here down to that bottom corner. Otherwise, the brace is not going to work. You could do like a Z frame, so you'd have one there, you know, and another one going like across there. But with the width of this door, if you're doing single braces, yeah, again, they're going to be too much at an angle and they ain't going to do anything. They're not going to transfer the load down. All they'll do is just pivot at the bottom. So what I like to do is make sure they're no more than 45. In this case, it's probably about 30 degrees. So I'll use that as my brace point there. And the same over here. So I just want to maintain, because they're so wide, you see, you know, that's good there. I'm happy with that. So now I can use my marker knife. So I move that Wally's weights over there. That's why I do a cat's paw. I know you said foot, but dogs don't have feet, they have paws. And then, right, is the overhead camera still working? I've got to check and double check this because they can be fickle. Is it working? Oh, it is. It's still working. Good. Good. Right. Now, I will give it a waste in the middle here. It doesn't matter. It's scrap anyway. So on this end here, can you see? Yes, you can. I'm going to always work from the same face. I'm going to push this up against the actual brace. It's a good idea to actually put some weight on there. So don't move. Actually try and make your marks. Where are my weights? I'm just going to grab a couple of weights. It won't be a long weight, no. Boom, 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 boom. I got my weight. Oh, blimey. Oh, have you ever sent anyone off for a long wait? I think that's at the board now, isn't it? So, I've got a pair of weights, I have. All right, so, grab that, put that there. Grab that and put it on there. All right, got a couple of 5 kilos. All right, stop and sliding about as you're trying to work. That's better. So it will move now. See. I like when a plan comes together. Yeah. Bring your hoe around a bit. So the problem with doing the vertical feed, it's not a really good format for this, really. But being as most of my subscribers came from the vertical feed, it makes sense to do vertical feed. Right, so I'm iron down, that is pretty much spot on, because the first time I used this gauge. So I'll put a line across there. I'll highlight it as well with a pencil, so I can see it. So I'm half blind. Not really. Right, here's the hole. Same difference. Right. Now, this gauge isn't perfect yet, so what I'll do is I'm going to, after feed, I will make it a lot better than that. If I can find the other one, it'll be even better. This isn't, it's not bad, it's not far off. We'll see if we can make it cuts, won't we? So that's obviously waste. In the middle there. Then we've got this end here to do. And we'll cut that. Cut it, and hopefully they'll fit. And I won't make a fool of myself. Yeah, your gauge is shit, you'll say. You'll say it's shit. You're ranting and raving about your gauge you were, and it's shit. I'd say this one is quite shit actually, but I need to find the other one really. But really it'd be a bit small for these because the ledges are much wider, much deeper than what you normally have like on a window shutter. Oh, I forgot to put the one pencil mark on there so I can see where it is. Yes, there. That's good. Right, so now I've got 4 cuts to make. I'll do one at a time. And hopefully I don't cock it up. This is what I call, this is a through brace. And if you're going to do like a Z brace, it looks like a Christmas tree. If you've got triple edges, it looks like a Christmas tree from the back. But this is like a through ledge. This is a more traditional way of doing it for a barn door here in France. This is not a traditional barn door, obviously. For start, it's not oak or chestnut. Right, so first things first, I want to cut down the middle, make it easier, so it's easier to work. So we're going to come over to the saw, and hopefully we can get this camera to work a bit better over there on this feed. So it's all blown out, isn't it? You know, exposure's all blown. And whatever I do, I can't seem to improve it. What if I'm further away? Does that improve it? It does a little bit. So I've got overhead light up there, you see, and it's right on top, then reflects off the actual workpiece. So let's move this stuff out of the way. You don't want to have anything near your saw when you're operating your saws. Really don't. For a start, it can vibrate towards the blade, which isn't a good idea. It's an absolutely stupid idea, that is. Oh, my phone just went beep beep. Right, so move these right out of the way because it's actually going to get right in the way. Move that there. There's a long piece of wood, you see. So I'm going to split it down the middle first. I'm just doing a 90-degree cut for that. And I might be doing something that some people might say, don't do it like that. It's dangerous. What you're showing. Oh, you're going to lose your fingers doing that. Yeah. I'm going to use the saw on the pull cut, not the push cut. It really should be on the push cut. Right, so we've got 2 pieces of wood. I didn't pencil, what's the pencil mark there? That's right. So that one should go there. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Oh. Now, I'm going to do it like that, you see. Yeah. I'm going to hold it like that and cut my fingers off. No, don't do that. No. Right, now, where is my quick clamp? I think it's through the other room, actually. So I'll have to use a not quick clamp. No, let's use that one. Let's use a fiddly ass clamp, like this one. Yeah. Alright. It's a bit of an overkill. What I'm going to do is line that up. Now, I know where the cut line's going to be because I've got a groove in the actual top of the saw top thingy, majiggy. Come on, you. There you are. Right. Now, ideally, I want to be on that line. Do you know what I normally do? I don't normally put a clamp on, I normally do it by hand. But I try to be responsible. I am, honest. I'm using a clamp. I don't normally do it like that, though. And I may still not. I don't like that way. No, sorry. Look away! Look away! It's more Matt, there it is. This is what I normally do. And just eye it up with a line You scared yet? That was better. And same on this one. But when I do the other door, because I go the other direction, I'll be working from this side. So I won't have to have a hand underneath the motor of the saw itself. But I'm using the mat, and that's effectively my clamp really. So I'll do one cut close first. Yeah, and then push it out of the way. Now eye that up with the blade. And that will be a bit closer. Okay. There we go. Hopefully it fits. After all that talk. And it does. It's perfect. If you don't believe me, you see, it works. Yeah? So there you go. Right, it works. Those of you who don't believe me, let's put you on the overhead camera again. Hopefully in a gappy angle. See, it works. It's a simple idea with that brace gauge thing. But make a better, if you're going to make it, this one I'm going to chuck on. I'll form the other one up. You know, but it works. It's just such a simple little thing, isn't it? Just 2 blocks of wood and a piece across the top. Effectively what you've done is you've extended the sides of the actual ledge effectively higher and up past the top of your brace that you're hanging over the top. And then you can produce good cuts. And providing these are perpendicular with the bag, that's what's important. And these cuts are perpendicular, you know, they're at right angles, as in from the face and the bag. But then it should fit, you know. But let's do the next one. Now the telltale sign here, if it is a good cut or a good fit, the next one I do, when we install it, when we actually put it on the door itself, right, it should line up perfectly between the two. It shouldn't be like that or like that. They should line up. In theory, they usually do. Obviously, the longer they are, the harder they are. I'm sorry I can't bring the wide camera any closer because the cable can only be a certain length. Yeah, the fact I've actually got an extension on there as it is, it's amazing it's actually still working. Because USB 3 and it needs 10 gigabits per second. As soon as you get over a certain length, even with a 10 gigabits per second cable, it'll just fail. And I know that because it has done. Right, I'm going to iron it up with my blade. I'm just going to start my cut. At the moment I can see it's running a bit off. So I'm just going to... Is this a good position? Quite right. So I ain't got that quite right on this one. I need to... Oh, there we go. It was good in the end. Always clear the bit of wood out of the way. Just not near the blade. Run that a little bit. Hopefully, that'll be good. That didn't go as well as the other one. But the proof will be in the pudding. What pudding? See, that one's run out a little bit on that one. That's not as good. I'd say that. Oh, hang on. Maybe not. That's right there. There's a bit of a gap on that one. It's probably because, oh, I see what's happened. It's fractionally too long. Need that gnat's whisker off it. It's when you take too much off, isn't it? That's good. And that's good. I've got a sneaky feeling that isn't true, that. Right, let's get a square on that and just see how that is. Right. If it isn't, I'll just back plane it a little, you know, put a little black back plane it a little bit, if it makes any sense. Go back onto the other camera. There you go. Well, that is true. Should be okay. That tells me my saw isn't running true. That's definitely true there. Yeah, my saw must be running out a little bit. I mean, that way on the saw itself. I don't think it's running perfectly true at that point. There you go. That's easily remedied with my little block plane. Could use a shooting board even. Tell you what we need, mate. We need to make another shooting board, a 45 degree. Because I haven't got a 45 degree at the moment. Well, I did have, but I broke it. Wore it up, basically. Didn't really break it, wore it up. So I just want to get rid of these splinters on the back here. Because I had it on the mat, the splinters on the back of the wood. But it doesn't matter because you're not going to see it, are you? It's out of the way. So I can get rid of that. And also, a good idea, if you've got any glue bleed on the back of your ledge, just take the arris off anyway, just a little bit. And that way it'll sit a bit better. Right. That sits a bit better now. That's pretty damn good ready, isn't it? Oh, so that's pretty damn good. How's that one doing? Same on these because it's the same problem. That. Also back cut it a little bit so the top touches. Even if the bottom doesn't quite, it will do because it's actually got a bit of that saw. For some reason, I need to adjust it. And I know why. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video using that saw with the blade horizontal, and I haven't. Whenever you change anything on a raised arm saw, you've got to completely reset it up again, and I didn't. That is why that saw isn't cutting perfectly plumb with the table. Damn, I better do that. Maybe it's another video. Because these radial arm saws, like my DeWalt radial arm saws, they're great. The marketing for them is horrendous. When they first came out, it was like they could do everything. You know, chamfer cuts, compound cuts, you name it, it could do it. It could rip, you know, blooming dangerous, but it could do all this stuff. It was fantastic. Teased people into buying them, you see, because it was like, this is all you need, you see. Yeah, was this particular saw, the radial arm saw. But the fact of the matter is, those radial arm saws, actually that's lining up quite nicely up there. So we've got eye up down there, and if it looks wonky, as in it's running, like for instance, coming along at an angle, and it is a touch. Actually, there won't be when I've done that. No, I'll be right. That's good. But if it's running at an angle, it means obviously your joints are out. But I would say it's pretty darn good, you know. So the other way you can do this, and in this case, it's actually better to do your cuts before you take the chamfer off, because that distance from there to there is somewhere where you can get inaccuracy. That's where the gauge that I made works well, because obviously you're skipping past the chamfer that you created. But one way you can do it is with a square, not this kind of square actually, like a bit like a small framing square, and you can poke it into the corner and then you can mark your line up and do the same in the other face, or you can do it from the top here like so. But obviously without the chamfer taken off, you know, I've put the chamfer on, so obviously that's not very helpful. And you could do that and transfer those marks up to the top corner. But these are all things that create possible error. You know, there's room for error. So that way is all very well, and you put a mark there and you do it that way and you join it up, and then, you know, but you've got 1, 2, at least 3, 4, including you obviously putting the mark. So 1, 2, lining the top up with a rule or whatever, and then you've got to put a pencil mark on. So it's at least 3 inaccuracies plus the cut, 4 inaccuracies plus the cut itself. So that makes it 5. You know, it gets very complicated. The thing is, you see, if you've got a much wider board for your brace, well then that inaccuracy, the tiniest inaccuracy, will make the biggest difference. And gappy braces. Might be right for a garden gate or something, but if you're doing an internal ledger brace door, like farmhouse door or something like that, it looks bloody awful. Awful it does. Well, anyway, we cut our heads. I'm quite happy. I think they're good, way good enough. Now, what you can do, right, if you're worried about slippage, right, because if you're doing as you said, I've recessed my ledges. My braces are not as thick as my ledgers. I like the look. I think it looks nicer. Okay. The thing is, you see, traditionally, either this would run right through behind this rail, which makes this rail very, very weak, obviously, because you have half the thickness of it. It's not too bad if your doors are made out of hardwood, but softwood, there'd be nothing left of it, would there? But that's, traditionally, it's what you'd potentially do. Or if the braces are the same thickness as the ledgers, you would actually create a cut in the ledge like so. Well, it'd be the other direction actually. That is that direction, sorry. Like so. So effectively this would be cut into the ledge like that, right? The whole reason why you do that is because creating stops effectively. You're stopping the wood being able to slide. Because if you transfer the load from the top to the bottom, you don't want it to do sort of like that, do you? Sort of move and slip on the bottom edge. Otherwise, it's not really doing anything. Now, if you're gluing and screwing and stuff like that, remember you've obviously laid for movement in your boards. The likelihood of that slipping is pretty down zero, to be honest. And these doors aren't particularly high; they're 2.5s high. Now, traditional barn doors are just over 3 metres, between 3 and 3.2 metres. But what you can do is put a dowel in, say a 12mm dowel, and plug it in there and plug it in there. Short dowel, so it's just creating a stop. Now, am I going to do that? Maybe. Or shall I use the Festool? What Festool? Sack? Oh, crikey, blasphemy! Did I say Festool? Oh, I did. Blasphemy! Right. I'll tell you what, let's use the Festool. Just for blasphemy purposes. Yeah. Right. So, let's mark this exactly where it needs to go. Right. We're only putting short dominoes in. Right. Which is basically the Festool domino. You'll see it in a moment when we do this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark each board. Now put these into place. I'll grab the weight, put it on the top here like so. And then I'm going to use my square, which is there. And it doesn't have to be put spot on in the middle or anything like that. You've got to worry about that. That's absolutely fine. No need to worry, no. But what I do want to do is make sure that my two marks are in line with each other. And to do that, I'm going to use my pencil. In this case, my carbon pencil, like so. And I just need to be able to transfer a line. Can you see that? Probably not well, but I'm basically putting a line on the brace and up the ledge, right? And that's going to give me my position, so I get my hole in the right place. You've got to get your hole in the right place, or get your wood in the right hole, something like that. Anyway, I heard that somewhere. I don't know where. Like so. It don't have to be bang in the middle or anything like that. It's irrelevant. Makes no difference. I'll do the same over here. I just want to be able to make sure they line up within reason. Like so. I'll do the same on the other end. Like so. It's just something. Like so, I'm not in the middle, nowhere near in the middle on that one. No, I'm not. Right. Bring out the domino. No? Okay. We're going to bring out the domino, which happens to be over there. It is all behind my light. All right, let's go and grab the domino. I'm going to get the domino. All right, it won't be long. It's literally just over here. There it is. Oh, it's hiding behind all this other shit. Oh, my giddy, I've got to get to it. Oh, believe me. Oh, God. Ow. Oh, I just got jabbed in the jeebus by that. It's metal. Oh, blimey. So here is me domino dowler. Alright, those in the vertical, the overhead feet, can't see just yet, but you will do in a second. Right, so we've got our domino dowler there. I press the button, and I'll pull out my drawer for my domino dowler. And then we can pull it out like so, yeah. I'm just pulling my tool out, okay? Well, here it is. Oh, here we come. Oh, I've got to trip over this cable, which won't turn the camera off. Right. It's heavy. Ish. There you go. Oh, what is in the box? Yes, it's the notorious box. It is. Oh my God, I'm a traitor. I got a Festool. Blimey. Dear. It's the only Festool I've got apart from a pencil. And why do I buy it? Because they're the only people that can make one because they've got the patent at the moment. It could run out any moment. Yeah. Anyway, Festool Domino Dowler. I present you the Festool Domino Dowler. There it is. Oh, blimey. What the hell is that, you think? It's like, I don't know, like a biscuit joiner on steroids. I know you can't use a biscuit joiner for this job. It won't work. Move that over here. Did I bring the cable out as well? I did. Good. These are funny, like plug-it type cables. There you go. All right. Now, I'm not going to use a fence or anything for this job because I'm going to use this as my fence. Because it's not critical at what height it's got to be as long as it's in between the wood from the face to the back. Where's my dominoes? I need some dominoes. Let's go grab the dominoes. What's happening there? Got some dominoes in here. And you want little short ones? Because I'm not trying to create a joint as such, I'm just trying to create a stop. So, what that would do, they're good enough. And I'm not going to use I've got some misshapen ones or some odd sized ones that are too small, so to speak, but they're okay for this job. It's just to stop the end of the actual ledge from being able to slip and slide effectively. So that one's no good. There's nothing in. That one is. Just using one I've got kicking about here. That'll do. Alright. Got to use them for something. No, I don't buy dominoes, I make them. I can't see the point of buying them. They're just so easy to make, it's just ridiculous. And they're actually quite expensive to buy. They're like pressed beech is what they're like. And they ain't very good. They rot for a start and they're short grained, which don't make any sense to me. Beech is short grained, you see. And if they start rotting and they go all black, they just snap. It just don't make no sense. No. Move that over there for the moment. Right, oh, blimey, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now this machine here has a funny sort of cutter, it has, yeah. Not like any old cutter, no, it's a funny sort of cutter. Allow me to show you. I haven't got the right screw drop, little spanner does that, there you go. That slides off like so, right? I can show you the cutter. Oh, there it is. Yes, tungsten carbide cutter. And do you know what it does? It does that. Don't show the missus, she'll get the wrong idea, she will. Blimey. I wonder if you could mount something on the end there and yeah, anyway. Whatever. But effectively you can check you can change these in whatever size. It's got 12mm in at the moment. And the cutting faces are literally right on the corner here. Now, this one needs sharpening. And why do I sharpen this? Because they're blooming expensive. They're about 55 euros here last time I looked. So I tend to sharpen them. That's why it's all polished off. Because they're very expensive cut. They do last a long while, to be fair. But I found an easy way of sharpening where I actually make a jig. I've got the jig in the box. Let me show you. It's very simple. Oh, here it is. Basically, I put this thing in the vise. There's a bolt in there, and that bit there screws into the bolt. And these effectively are my guides. And I use a diamond sharpener, and I can put that. Because only those two faces there that actually do the cutting. Because it's like effectively working as a triangle, most of us that's not actually doing anything, it's just clearing the hole of sawdust. See? It's only that point there and that point there that's actually doing anything. And obviously the drilling action on the end to create a flat oval hole. But they work, you know. And they're so well machined as well. You've got to give Festool their dues. But the price of them, oh my God. Yeah, I had a heart attack when I bought this thing. You know what they say, don't you? Buy once, cry once or something, something like that. Thing is, you've got a lot of choice because this Festool Domino is the only machine of its kind. So, what are you to do? These are about 40mm, so we're going to be going in about 20mm. And you've got your gauge on the side here, your depth gauge. I'm going to put up 20 mil. I'm assuming these are 40s. They are. That's 40. Slightly over 40. I could cut them, or I can just go a little bit deeper. I'm going to go a little bit deeper then, just like that. Sod it, because I can't be bothered to cut them, because it's not critical. Oh. Right, I'm not going to bother with using the fence, anything like that. All I'm going to use is my centre mark on here. I'm going to create a wide mortise. I'll try with skinny mortise first, actually, and see what it's like. Because you can do two widths, you see. Because the idea is you have one fixed, and the opposite one is loose when you use the domino. It's easy alignment, you see, but I don't bother in it either. You know, you just got to make sure your mark's in the right place. So I just line up my mark on there with that like so. I should really be using the mat, but never mind. And then you get this oval mortise. Normally you use a dust extraction. All right? So no matter where it is, as long as it's in that space, for what I'm using it for, doesn't matter. I've only put them in about 22 mil. Do the same on the other side. I might use a mat though, sort of sliding. There again, I've got to line it with that. So no, I won't do that. I won't do that. I'll just have to hold it. Hold my wood. Dust extraction on these things work really well as well. When you fit it, I'm only doing what, 8 holes, so not bother. What you have got to watch out though, if you don't use dust extraction on these dominoes, there's a little stop metal thing inside here, just there. I don't know if you can see it very well. But what happens, it builds up with sawdust, and when it builds up with sawdust, you can't get the full depth, full penetration. No, but you would, because all your wood gets in the way. If you know what I mean. Anyway, so you have to make sure you keep it clean as you use it, hence blow it out of the way. Either that or use dust extraction, but even then you've got to keep an eye on it. Now what all I'll do is now, I'll look over here, line up with this mark here, which really I need to transfer over to the top really. Otherwise it's not going to be I'm not going to see it where it is. I'm going to be covering it up. All right. That little hole there, there's a little hole in the front here, that is literally the middle. So I just need to line it up with that mark and do exactly the same in the opposite direction. And now we've got a hole in the other side. Let's bring it over here. We've got a hole down here now. We have oval. Just there. There it is. Oh, there it is. I've got to do the same on the other side. So I'm only doing it to create a stop. A lot of people don't bother, all right? But, you know, maybe would I have bothered if I wasn't in the video? Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would. I don't know. I think I would have done on these doors. I don't generally with shutters. There's very little load, but these are quite heavy, aren't they? So it makes sense to do it. There she blows. They're about 1,400, 1,500 euros now, the domino downer, so they are quite pricey. But, has it paid for itself? Yes. Again and again and again. So basically I have that go in there like so. It's going to be a bit tricky to get in. Right, I might have to shorten the dowels because obviously I'm between two fixed points. If obviously if it was 90 degrees, if that was like a vertical piece, you'd never get it in, would you? You'd have to think ahead before you start fixing your boards. But because this is an angular piece, right, we'll take it and put some glue in it in a minute. To be honest with you, probably don't even need glue to be honest, because what I'm using it for. Right, and I'll literally push that one in there like so. There's a bit there, I need a bit shorter so I can get it in. Yeah, I'm going to get shorter than that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Oh. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh. Oh. Got a weapon. Right, work out where it needs to be, because you need to line up as so. Right. Right, so. It's right in my head now. It's only a stop, it's not a joint. Yeah, I'll do it. That was my mallet. It's got. Yeah, that'll do it. Right. Glue. We need glue. Do 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 do. Right. That's good, good, good. What have I done with glue? It's over there, isn't it? I need glue and I need my spreader. Where is that? Oh, there. Got my spreader. Oh, clean that on the linisher. It's been covered in lumps. Give me sunshine, give me rain. Obviously, this job's done slightly quicker when you're not talking constantly. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Okay, that out. Put that out there. A little bit of glue on the dowels. Near the hole. And just take up the slack. Like I say, these aren't critical anyway. All they're going to do is help stop any movement. That's all. Slide, yeah, so they'll slide up the ledges. You could put a screw in the corner and whatever, just to look untidy in my mind. Don't like it. No, don't like it. Junk it. Well, you've got to manhandle this now. Oh, you've got to manhandle it, yeah. Ooh. Right. So. Ooh, don't drop that on the floor. There you go. It's in there. That's in there. So now I'll get my air drill and we can screw that down. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. What screws? There we go. These are two. Don't need one in every board. Every other board, basically. Screwdriver. Where did I do? Oh, crikey. It was here a minute ago. That one there, that one there, that one there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there it is. I found my screwdriver. So we're going to have this flipping great blooming thing in my way. Right. Ear drill. Bring it over here like that. Let's do that one there, I think. Make sure it's tight. That is, that's good. I can screw in knee. I haven't oiled these ones ever. Oh, that's good. A couple more in there, I reckon. Skip, right about there. Oh, great, I got that alignment. I don't want. Got to plug it anyway. Oh, that's no good. There you go. It's two. That's good. That's in there. All right, plugs. Where are plugs? I'll do it while I'm at it. Oh, they're over there. Oh, cry all the way over. Flipping there. Oh, my giddy aunt. Oh, blimey. These things are sent to try me, they are. Let's whack some plugs in. Give me the wood. In the hole. In the hole. In the hole. Could put it in the hole, you know. Just like that. Right. Try and keep them in line. Just looks a little bit better, you know. Oh, that's better. It's better when they're not so deep, because then effectively when you bash the tops on, you hit the top of the screw, and then you'll spread the actual plug in the hole. It feels the hole better. Whereas these ones here, they're a lot deeper. Makes up for the fact that those Temo, but they call themselves plug cutters, are a bit shitty. They ain't the best. No, they're not. There you go. That's what we got. This one here. Oh, come here, you. Right, so that one's on there though. So, next one, and then that'll be the bracing. Oh, blimey. I've still got to do the. It's not wide enough there. Let's put the here. I've still got to do the breadboard end. Like I said, that's going to be a different video. That'll be. Let's move this over. Now we're over here. Right. Okay, so do exactly the same thing with the domino again. It worked, so I'm quite happy doing it that way. At least I know it's got some form of stop, you know, other than a metal screw that could split the end of the ledge. You can just put a screw in there like so, and that will have a similar effect, but it's not as good as the domino, is it? It really isn't. Oh, are they lined up properly? In fact, that's not lined up. No. Right, so that's there. Got to line up better than that. Okay. Well, I've got to ignore that one. So now that's happened. That's better there. That's good. Just same on the side. trim there. Right. Oh, blue dusted to the glue. Oh, I missed. Good. Right, so now we're going to do the exact same thing on this one. That's good, that's lining up there. That's good, good, good. These little blighters there. Dry fit at first, make sure it fits. Which is that one there? You've got to get it dry, you know. Oh. Build up heat, you know. Oh. I just tripped over my wood. Blimey. Quite tight that one is. Okay, I'll go on there. And that one's going to go into there. Just need to trim the end of this one off again, so it's definitely in there. That's good. That one's a bit on the tight side. Why is that one tight? That one's not. On there. Oh, what was that? Right, let's grab the chisel. I'm just going to help that one. I'm a bit on the tight side. This one over here is. It's going to help it slide in. No, that side in there. That's good. Oh, creaky to come out though. Right. Are we clear of rubbish? I think we are. Put you over there. Ah. Right. Glue! I need my glue! There. That one's very tight. I don't need to put any glue on that. Like I said, it just stops. So I'm going to leave that in and I'll glue this one though because it's loose. Just take up the space, you see. Them on there and there. Right. Finish my glue. Right. Roll it all over there, blimey. Got to lean over and get it. Oh, come here, you. Blimey. Now, traditionally, anything like this would have been either bolted, and I'm not talking prop bolts, I'm talking like little squared nuts that are only about, I don't know, about 3mm thick, if that. But other than that, they'd be clinched. So effectively what you do is you push it through, you have a special tool to do it. So effectively what you do is it bends the end of the nail, which basically now goes all the way through, and you bend the end of the nail over and back into the wood. And it's called clinching, so you clinch the nail. And it's pointing around like a staple almost. But as you drive it in, it actually pulls the two boards together tighter. It's really effective. But you end up with obviously loads of exposed nails. But modern nails, aesthetically, it looks blooming awful. You know, we've used and probably cut old, you know, the drawn nails, like the old rose heads and stuff like that. It looks as it's meant to be. But you're not going to see any fixings on this door because I've hidden them. I've hidden my fixings, I have, yes. That I have. Believe me. Right, so that's now going to go on there. Hopefully that'll slide in. Oh, where's my thingy got? Where it is? Got to put my little domino back in. Alright, that's good. That's there. Got to whack this end in so that it fits. If you can see over there. I'm not going to be doing the horizontal format for a while, not until I can sort the cams out properly, because I can't mess about like this. It's just too much hassle. Too much hassle. And it is. Right. So now I can drill me holes and screw the screws. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'll put one right here. There. We'll get 4 in each, you see, so about there and there. La da 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 da. Oh, moved. Yeah, did I just stick to the glue? But be careful, you don't actually, as you put your screws in, make one end loose while you try to get the other end tight. You know? Put that onto there. That's good. Oh, we're nearly there. Good. That's it. So that brace is on. Airlines, blow the old dust out of the way. Let's stick the plugs in. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Have I got enough? I need four more plugs for this bit. Well, there's one. Some of them a bit really sort of like split in a bad way. Because it's a really poor bit of wood, this is really porous. It doesn't cut very well. When you cut plugs, like for instance, out of oak or chestnut or any of the hardwoods, you still here, Wally? Did I? No, you went through. I'm sure you did. Yeah, and in hardwood, you get much neater plugs. Pines are a pain. Pine wood's pain for most things, I think. I'm not a lover of pine. No, I don't like working with pine. I don't mind shutters and stuff, that's fine, but furniture-wise, I think it's a waste of time. Don't like it, no. But there's pine. If you've got like, redwood, not redwood, nice yellow pine, sorry, nice yellow pine, something like that. There's got plenty of rigidity in it. I can't find my glue stick I was using. It's on the floor, actually, covered in sawdust. I did find it, but it's on the floor, covered in sawdust. As it is. There you go. Right, let's whack these plugs in. Where's my hammer? Oh, where's my fork? Plonk it in there. Oh, I was all excited. I thought Mr. Beast was joining us on a live stream the other day. That wasn't him. No. It was a fraudulent account, it was. But somebody pretending to be Mr. Beast. Yeah. They had 2 subscribers. That's not Mr. Beast. He's got like 250 million. So it wasn't him. Right, so that's pretty much it, isn't it? Let's put this out of the way before I trip over that. Right, let's get the camera on over here. There you go. Bring that over here. I'm in a bit of a mess now, aren't I? A bit of a mess. So let's put some of the stuff away before I contemplate what I'm going to do next. So what we've got so far, we've got our ledges. Right, let's put you over there. So we've got our ledges and braces all installed. We've got on there. But on the end here, this needs to be trimmed off. And then a breadboard end fitted, but that's going to be in another live stream, most probably. But like I say, everything takes twice as long, doesn't it? You know? Oh dear. Right, let's move that over there. We'll be using that later probably. That is probably a relic there for the fire. Over there. Oh, have a glue pot there dry. You don't have to chuck your glue pots. What you can just do is literally just well, let it dry. That just pop the glue will just come straight out. It's quite brittle when it's dry, which is a good thing. Also can be a bad thing depending on what you're using it for. But the Cascamite is good stuff though. I like Cascamite. It is my preferred wood glue. And now that Eureka's got hold of it, I'm quite pleased about that. Right, so over here. It's my fizz tool. Let's move that over here. Got to put that off. Blooming hell. It's when you think, oh, I need a bigger workshop. Actually, I'd a friend of mine who lives about an hour away from here. He does a lot of building work, but also he makes the windows and stuff like that as well. He's pretty busy actually, even now. But he's the thing is though, small space. I mean, he's got spindle boulders in there. He's got big old drum sander in there. You know, like flat panel sander. Thicknesses and stuff as well, obviously. There's table saw. And you cannot move in it. I mean, he hasn't actually got a proper layout bench at all. It's just it's nightmare. I couldn't work like that. I struggle with what I got, you know. That's better than some people's. Put that over here. So I don't chop my leg off. Don't chop my leg off. No. I might leave these 5 kilos in there. Because they're quite handy. And if I don't use them, hold down my braces, I can throw them at the missus. Right, that drill goes over there, screwdriver. So everything's got to have a place, you know. That goes up here, into the cabinet. Block plane goes in the cabinet. You know? It's got to have a place. Otherwise, it shouldn't be there. Right, that goes in the cabinet, that goes in the drawer. I try to be organised. Sometimes I fail absolutely miserably, but I do my best to be reasonably organised. Pencil, that one on there. I always put magnets on my pencils these days. You've got to put magnets on your pencils, okay? Because then you can put your pencils wherever you like. Is there even a screw? I can put a pencil on a screw, you see, because it's got a magnet on it. I'll put my sharpening device. I need to sharpen that Festool actually. I think I've got a video on the channel about sharpening the Festool cutters. Now, there's a lot of controversy about the Festool machine, probably because it's expensive and because it's Festool, and you do see a lot of people with Festool stuff and walls of Festool, this is Festool, that. It's almost like a cult, that is. The only reason I bought it is because it's the only machine that could do the job, that particular job. And it paid for itself on my first job more than, again and again and again. On that particular, I was using that machine for. I was making a frame. And it was brilliant, it was so quick. Obviously it still is. It's one of them tools that I wasn't sure whether or not I was making a good purchase, even though I binge watched all the videos, as you do, about the Festool Domino, and I went for the biggest one. They do a 500 as well, which is the small version, which I do for cabinet making and stuff. But the big one will do both, because you can fit the smaller cutters with the adapter with the big one. But for me, that one goes down to 8mm, and that's the one I've got, which is pretty small anyway, isn't it? You can put up to 14mm cutters in it. The thing is, it's the way you can repeat the mortises and stuff. It's just ingenious. The way they thought it out with all the pins and stuff, the alignment pins, that it just works brilliantly. So, for those people who hate Festool, for whatever reason, I think you just need to give it a go. Yeah, if you're in the market for one, that is. If you want to spend that sort of money, that is. If you've got the job for it, there's no point, you know. It's expensive. The other thing I would like for Festools would be the Rotex sander. The Rotex, the 150mm Festool sander. The Rotex, a bit like it's like using an angle grinder with a sanding disc on, but it's with amazing dust extraction. It is. I've used one and it is flipping brilliant. But 600 blooming euros. That's a lot of money. So 600 euros is a hell of a lot of money to spend on a sander, an electric sander. I can't warrant that. It's nuts, you know. So, look, we've got a door, and we've just got to do the breadboard end. Like I say, we'll do that later. But this door is currently, at the moment, until the breadboard end goes on, it's just under 2.5 meters. So it's actually about 2.4 at the minute in length, and then that will be just under 2.5 once I get the extra piece of wood on. So anyway, let's just check the chat. La 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 la. Mad Monk, hello buddy, hope you're well. Yeah, multitasking. Oh blimey. I know. I'm getting sound in both. Oh, that's good. Cheers, Lucky Library. Oh, there we go. You keep talking to the wrong camera. I got two cameras on the go. I don't know which one to talk to. That one or that one? Oh, I don't know. I can't work like this. It's too stressful. It is too stressful. Oh, great. What have I done? I broke it. Oh, let's loosen that. They go floppy. That's better. Crikey. What was it? So yesterday when my live stream went dead, I got a battery in here, yeah? It just hangs off my little tripod thing. And the problem is that the cable, it's a problem with the cable I was using. And I wasn't charging the phone. So it should be okay now. But anyway, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to call it for now. Until next time we go live. I need to be making some videos for the channel. But also I need to do some work as well, you see. So I'll say thanks for joining us. So, did we watch you make a door like that? Oh, we kind of did. Yeah, we did on Ginger Island. When I was on Ginger Island in the Caribbean with Graham Hughes, yes, I did. I made some legendary doors on for his house. And it was just, God, that place. For God. oh, blimey. Yeah, that was a bit rough. But yeah, yes, we did, yeah. Hello, Daniel Scott. Oh, my man cave. It is my man cave, I suppose. We're currently trying to organise our other man cave. I was just in the long feed. I'm just going to say toodaloo in there. There aren't many people there anyway, so I'm just going to stop streaming in there. So thanks for joining us in the long feed, but I'm going to carry on a bit longer in the short feed. I'm probably not going to do long feed again, horizontal feed for a bit, because it's just an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to end that broadcast. So thanks for joining us in there. I'll see you later. Oh, there we go. We're back in the short. So I just ended that one. Oh, I can't do that. What I need to do, I need a system in place that literally can multi-broadcast to both streams, which you can do, but with a decent camera setup. It's a good webcam. Basically, it's a webcam I'm using through there, which is a good one, but it's not good enough. It just they can't handle the high and low light. Very contrasty. And also, it's just, I've only got one set of microphones that work properly. So anyway, in here, we're getting here in here, you see. We start plasterboarding the walls on this side here. And then we've got to do finish the ceiling off, and what have you. And this is going to be our lasering room, right? So Karen's pointed all the walls for me, very kind of her. I've stiffened the floor up above, because all it was a little mezzanine with nothing on it, basically. And affected the ceiling. So I stiffened up so we can store stuff in there, because I have to get loads of stuff out of here. And now we've got storage up above, and it's well loaded. So I've stuck that beam in there as well, so I've got to clean up. But the cables at the core, they're all going to be gone. I put wiring in the ceiling so I can have sockets in the ceiling. It might sound crazy, but I've got lights that plug in, so I need sockets up there. And also put more sockets in the bottom here. We put a new feed cable in here as well from the consumer unit, which is going to come to a little consumer unit on here on its own. So I'm just trying to use everything that we've got kicking about as well, so I don't spend loads of money, because we ain't got a lot of money at the moment, you see. So we're kind of using what we've got laying about, and the bits I put in the greenhouse. So they had the old wooden greenhouse outside, you see, which we dismantled last year, and we've now put the pieces of wood, you see, just bits of 2x3, and just use it to stiffen the ceiling up. And also to create this stud wall. This used to be a greenhouse. This stud walled wooden greenhouse. Just use what I got, you see. So I don't want to spend money if I have to. I've got to pay bills. So in here, this is kind of, you see, got a load of wood. That's going to be made into more shutters. I'll probably buy another 3 times amount of that again. I'm going to collect a certain amount, and I'm going to install a certain amount. So I pick it up, I get it as I go. I was going to be making those doors in here actually, but we have such bad weather. And it's worked out okay in the actual main workshop anyway. So yeah, so this is my main workshop, as you probably already know, because I've just been working in there. And then through here is my garage, which is probably a bit of a mess. It's got my motorbike in there, my quad bike, which is a bit of a mess, you see. So the idea over here, you see, where we start putting the ceiling in, there's got some more beams going there. That's we're going to bring the floor over from the main house. We're coming all the way over here, because obviously this is already joisted up here. And all the way over here, so it's going to be 100 metre square space. One room, 100 metres. It's like a hall. And that's going to be coming right over the top here as well. The roof up here is going to be gone. It's got a temporary roof on at the moment. It's just an old tin roof. So that's all going to be gone. And then that'll be, hopefully, one day, as we can afford to, I'll do a fiberglass roof up there with a decking area, which will be the size of this, yeah? And that looks like over the valley. So that's our dream. That's what we want to be able to do, but it's all down to money, isn't it? You know, you can't skimp on things. You've got to do that properly. Yeah, and it's expensive. All right, anyway, I'm going to say toodaloo, and thanks for joining us. Hello, I'm from Russia. Well, they're from Russia. And Daniel Scott, and Gingers, and Dave Bum Bottom. What? I was making that. All right. Half of a pair of barn doors. And the other one's going to have a pedestrian door in it. Vote blue coming November. I don't do politics here, sorry. Hello there. Deep State USA, okay. Still doesn't know what is hidden in his 90-year-old bit. What was in there? I'm hidden in it. That's what's hidden in my beard. Oh, it was an Orphic joke. Okay, what did you say? He chops a finger off. He will still have 10 left. Oh, God's sake. And I've got webbed feet or something else. Something like that. We're all inbred, you see. Don't cut your finger. I'll try not to. Hello, Pumatic. I want a workshop as nice as yours one day. It's don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. It's by far isn't perfect. I tell you, in places it's a bloody mess. I haven't finished, you know. Everything's a work in progress. And now we're doing that other space through there. We need to sort next door out as well. And the thing is, if you do it, this is my work, you see. Generally, just how I try and earn a little bit of money, a few pennies. And it's you need somewhere reasonable to do that in. And also, I make a lot of YouTube videos. You know, I suppose it shouldn't really matter, but I get really stressed otherwise, you see. If I'm working in a huge mess, I really find it difficult. So I like to have things have a place. Because, you know me, even then I lose stuff. I can't find it. You know, find things. I could find my flipping route a bit earlier. I'll get a bit of short-term memory loss, I think. There's something going on there in my head. Do you know what? I made that brace, and now I found it. I found the old one. All right. There we go. My guide, not brace, the guide for the braces. That's what I normally use. I'd say it's probably a bit, for this job, it's probably a bit shallow. The legs aren't long enough. No, it wouldn't have been. It might just about done it. Just about. Tommy got over top of that, but it's going to be a bit. Yeah, but they work really well. That's what I normally use. But I made that other one up. So see, that's it. That needs its own home. It needs somewhere to go. So I always know where it is instead of losing a blooming thing. I pick something up and I put it down in a different place, which is a really stupid idea. But that's the kind of thing that I do, isn't it? You know, do stupid things. Stupid is and stupid does. That's me. I'm having a good day. Well, yeah, much better on this stream. Okay, there. It's probably more interesting as well because I can bring you in my car. Been on here like this, but I really want a proper camera setup, you know. It'll make life so much easier. And lighting. Lighting is a flipping nightmare. Do you know what I did this morning? Just to try and improve the light over my bench. Because there's so much reflection off this door. Have a look above there. Can you see that light? Do you know what that is? It's actually one of these lights, okay, which are too harsh. Right, it's that, which is really, really harsh and blows everything out. So I need to diffuse it somehow. So how do I diffuse the light in a hurry? So what I done was, I actually made a video about doing this on another channel. But you see that on there? That is not a fancy light shade, no. It is a glue bucket. Yes, that 2.5 kilos of cascamite, a round one that came in originally. And all I did was, I cut a hole out the bottom of the bucket and I've pop riveted, where is it? There it is. And I pop riveted a piece of mottled plastic which came from an old TV monitor. It's like a diffuser. If I've got a piece around, I can show you. There's probably the offcut here somewhere, which I can't see. But it definitely is here somewhere because I literally just done it. I literally did it small. So effectively, it's got a diffuser over it now just to soften the light a bit in wherever it's gone. Is that one? Where is it? Oh, there. It looks like this. Got to innovate. Oh, yeah, this is what I use. This stuff here. Yeah. It's not the first one I've made, as you can probably tell, because there's 2 round cuts. I made one to go over a, oh, crikey, an angle point sight, which is in my office. It works really well in there. It's more of a sort of a, it's like a snoot. Because I've got these lights like that, you see, where I'll drag around with, but it's a pain. You've got cables you're tripping over all the time when you might try and make videos. Because like I'm working on, how do I light this from all directions without putting the light facing the camera? You know, in fact, it doesn't help, you know, if you do that. You know, potentially you're going to create a lot of flare, you know. The camera can't cope with it. So that, anyway, wax on, wax off, of course. Rusty, he is from North. Rusty. I am from Norfolk, yeah. Hello, Rusty Rails Modelling. Oh, Rusty Rails. Was it do railway modelling? Oh, yeah, Norfolk. Yeah, I have got, my Norfolk is kind of, how to put it, but I'm a bit raspy. I don't know if it's going to be because I've been doing YouTube, bugging up my vocal cords, or it's because I've got a dodgy thyroid. So I've got a problem in my throat, which makes me horsey. Yeah, it used to sound like this. It used to be really high pitched, and now I'm more of a vibrato now. You see, yeah, vibrato. Like one of the free tennis or something. Well, the £3. But darn, if you can't find anything you need to get, you need after a moment of looking. Yes, that's kind of what happens. After I've improvised and used something else to do the job that I would have done with the thing that I can't find, and then I find just as I've done the thing that I want to use the thing that I can't find to do with the thing. Anyway, yeah. And it's very annoying. Very annoying. And it was especially difficult today because I was trying to multitask between 2 camera feeds. It doesn't work in here. No. And the biggest problem is the audio. So what I was using is this very sensitive microphone on my other feed. But obviously they've got the distance between you and the microphone, and then the echo in the room gets picked up and obviously enhanced. And obviously if I'm over there, I'm not going to have such high volume if I'm standing beside the microphone. Now I do have this other microphone. If I can get that to work, I will. Maybe that's an option. But at the moment, I'm going to just kind of carry on with the short feed. I think this makes more sense in a minute. It's better than nothing at all, isn't it? So we'll get there. Yeah, I make 3D models for railways. What, like little stations and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. What, Great Yarmouth? Oh, blimey. Mr. Rusty's from Rusty Rails is from Great Yarmouth. I know Great Yarmouth well. Yeah, years ago, we used to head to Great Yarmouth with our cars and stuff, and I used to have an old Bright Pig Morris Minor van. I had Colonel Bergie horns on it, just stuff I managed to pick up. And this is when I went to Lace Electrical, and I had strobe lights, which I got from alarm systems, and I had 4 of them underneath this Morris Minor, flashing away. Nuts. And I lowered the front, a torsion bar suspension on the old Moggy Minor. So all you have to do is take the end of the levers off, and then on the spline you can basically lower the suspension. It needs to bottom out on the front. It's ridiculous. And eventually I put a V4 2-litre Corsair engine in it. And never upgraded the brakes, but as a van, the brakes are a little bit heavier, so it wasn't horrendous, but yeah, it wasn't great either. You kind of rolled a bit before you come to a stop. You can't do things like that these days, can you? I suppose you shouldn't have done that back then. I did get stopped by a very pretty police officer, and I got a ticket, and I got told to remove my Colonel Bogey horns. I had to go to the garage and get a certificate from the garage to say it had been done. It's just crazy. But they were the days. Oh, you can't have old minis. Crikey. Yeah, for me, it was like the old Morris Miners minis, the old minis, obviously, and the old Hillman Imps. Oh, they were great there. I loved the old Hillman Imps. See, that's when small cars were small. Our small cars have got bigger. What? You look at like the Fiat 500C now, it's huge in comparison to what they used to be. And the same with the Mini, isn't it? If you look at the German Mini in comparison to the old, the A-series block Minis and what have you, or the old Coopers. They were fantastic, and they had the old donut suspension on them. And you could throw them around the corners or what have you, and they'd stuck to the road like, shit to blanket they did. Brilliant things, great fun. And you get everything from them, just like Morris Miners, the Moggies. You can get absolutely everything from them. You still can. There's I think a guy down Birmingham way who still deals in Morris Minor parts. He's probably the only person now. But you buy all new chrome for them, new hinges and stuff like that, and the chromes for the bumpers, and obviously badges, all the usual bits and pieces. It's these old classics now are fantastic. But here in France, for instance, if I had something like that, there's because of the crit d'air, it'd be legal for me to drive them in those places because there's no longer, you're not allowed, basically, because of the crit d'air. And there is no emissions crit d'air stickers that you can get for a classic here in France. Whereas in the UK, they do that, they kind of, they're exempt from it. Regarding like ULEZ and stuff like that. So yeah, classic cars, fantastic things. And are they environmental? Yes, I suppose they are, as long as they don't pump the smoke out. Because at the end of the day, you're keeping the car on the road for much longer, aren't you? You don't travel big distances in them. So what else is going to happen to them? We're going to crush them. Hello, Zombie Trash, hope you well. Carl, watching from Illinois. Well, we just made these doors. I don't know if you were watching earlier, but we've been making these doors. I was live yesterday making these doors, and live again today. I've just done the braces, basically. Taking like 5 times as long as it should have done. So I'm talking to the camera and tripping over stuff, as I do. So yeah, the old minis, yeah, great, aren't they? Yeah, but don't worry, Mad Monk, I'm not going to do that anymore. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've got to do one or the other. I prefer to do the long feed, the horizontal feed. I think it makes more sense with woodworking, to be honest. But until I can get a decent camera set up, I suppose I could do it with the phone, actually. Do it horizontal. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to call it in. I want to thank you for joining us today. And I thank the Mad Bug for multitasking. I do apologise. I do love you. I do appreciate you, mate. I really do. Because he helps me out with other channels as well, which is much appreciated. Yeah. And it must be difficult. You don't have to. If you have a break, you're not forced to. But I do really appreciate being there because it does make life a lot easier, obviously. So yeah, it's nice that people are willing to do it, to be honest. So okay, there we go. Okay. Well, anyway, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't eat too much chocolate, you know. And hopefully Nigel Farage will eat way too much. Sorry, I said it. Toodaloo.